This is not what I expected it. Well, I expected it. At this point, I know where I'm supposed to be and where I will be. So this is the tracker, and for a lot of persons, this report will be disheartening. But to me, I see a lot of reds, including in my own. I know at the end of the month, I know with the progress that I'm putting into my KUJA, into getting things right. I know that I'm in for a great month. So this is the KUJA report, and forget a lot of red. The reds are not what you want to see typically in your report, but there are reasons, and there are reasons why they are there. And for some persons, there are understandable reasons why they are reds here. Now we'll go to what the reds and the greens, what they signify, or what do they mean. I'm going to take care not to reveal the names of the persons that has each role. So the sellout versus expected statistics. This means what you sell versus what you're expected to sell, and that is the seller versus the stock that you brought into the month plus the stock that you received plus some stock on transit. And that is stock that is still on the way to your warehouse. So these are the expected statistics. Raw seller versus expected statistics. Where am I? My lord. Well, I'm 33. But this may not be that disheartening. Seller versus selling is where everybody looks at first when they come in. First is actually the unique buyers, but next is often the sellout versus selling. Now this is a whole lot of red, a whole sea of red, or more. Even Moses not do like this for that. Let's go read my Bible. Jericho. They see that shot turned to blood. You Moses not do like this. Che. So what this means is that you should not. It tracks the selling, what you receive versus what you sell out, what you sell. So why this is a whole sea of red means that it can be because we've not received any truck for the month. It can be also you've received but you've not sold 60% of that truck. It can also mean that there's a truck on the way. You've been invoiced a truck, but you have not received it to KUJA, and the system has captured it, and that's what it means. So it's waiting for you to receive that truck, that invoice to KUJA and sell 60% of it. For me, I know that I have a truck of Castle Light 1980 on the way. I'm waiting for the invoice, waiting for the truck to arrive so I can receive it on KUJA. Let's actually go to my KUJA and see in terms of the ones I've received so far. Let's see it, and let me go to the analytics. This is an analytics. Now, for the month, what have I received? It's going to load up. So for the month, I've received 3,960 cases, and I've sold out 2,945 cases. Now let's look at the particular SKUs that I received this month, and they include Budweiser. I received 360, Castle Light I received 1620, Trophy RGB and RB I received 1980. So if we go on to calculate it, let's see if I've sold 60%. So 1980 minus the balance of what I have in Trophy 1980 minus 757. That means I've sold 1223 to 1223 divided by 1980. That's roughly 61%. That's 61.7%. I've sold about 60% for trophy. For Castle Light, 1620 minus 659, that is 961 divided by 1620, that is still under times 100. So I've sold only 59%. I have to sell 60%. So what is 60% of 1620? 60 divided by 100 times 1620. 972. 972. How many have we sold? 1620 minus 659. 961. So I have how many to reach that? 972. I have to sell 11 to reach this. Hero RGB, I've not received any for the month. Budweiser and RB have received 360, and I have a balance of 149 minus 149. That's 211 divided by 360. What the what? Oh my god. Wait. How many? 360 minus 149. 211 divided by 360. 58%. Wow. So I've not reached 60% for Budweiser, and so what do I need to reach 60% of Budweiser? 216. I need to sell 5 more in Budweiser. So maybe at the end of this video I would have sold 5. A customer would have come, walk in sales, sell it. So let's actually do it. Go to transactions, walk in sales. I have to, now this is a glitch that has been happening in the past week, where it says customer not in database, but it will load up. So we have a Paso Bar DCP code, and we're going to sell 5 Budweiser NRB and 11 Castle Light. So we're going to return 5 empties for both, and 4 empties for Budweiser and 11 for Castle Light. Full payment. So let's allow it to load up, and yes, it's gone. So that means I have made up my 60%, and my selling versus sellout will be corrected by the time the next tracker comes up. And let's go back to the tracker. So it means that that is what the sellout versus selling. So it monitors. That is why I'm actually on red, on 0. This is my line. Like I said, I'm not going to shift to the right or to the. I'm not going to shift to the left to hide the names of order for privacy reasons. And this is the work days. It checks how many days you've logged on. If you miss a day in KUJA, you will get red. So you don't want to also you don't want to miss a day of sales. So I've sold a couple of times today, and that's why I've always maintained that 100%. The inventory versus calculation means that there may be a reason for it. Now let's see one of the most obvious reasons why I'm in 90% instead of 100. Now I noticed this error. Now at the beginning of the month of June, I came in with let's go to period. I came in with a particular number of SKUs. So at the end of the month, I came with 0 castor light. Now have it at the back of your mind, 0. And during the course of the month, I received how many? Let's see how many I've received this month in terms of castor light. So how many castor light have we received? 1620. That means 0 plus 16, 20. That is 1620. Now, how many have I sold for this month? I've sold 982 minus 982. So my balance should be 638. Let's check if it's accurate. You see, it is 648. For some reason, 10 that I've sold did not leave the warehouse. The customer did not come to carry it, and that is what is keeping me in 90% on accuracy of inventory versus calculation. That is this 90.4%. You see a whole lot of 100. I was in 100 and I was enjoying it. I was trying to beat this for the month. In previous months, I've always been 99, 98, and I've always been trying to be diligent for this month, but it went wrong. But I still have time to correct. Let's see how it goes. Inventory versus cash book. There's a problem with mine, but inventory versus cash book is basically the money it has to do with the financial part of your sales, and sales to registered customer. You have to meet up to 100% of this and 100% of per month of sales to unique buyers. So these are very, very important. These are very, very important. Then the DB usability is where at the end of the month everybody rushes to. All our eyes are on the DB usability, because this is what determines whether you are paid. Now, KUJA goes out on there's a limit, there's a cutoff mark. That's the right word. So if for all these 73%, 1%, 10%, 60% that you are seeing here, if by June 30th or June 30th, how many days are there in June? We confirm. If by June 30th, 30 days or so. I know my childhood days. I did my childhood days very well at my school, my elementary school very well. So for all these things that you are seeing here, if by June 30th, anybody here is below 85%, you are not paid. Before they were doing the whatever percentage you have is given in the value of 8,000. So if you have 70%, you get 70,000. If you have 10%, you get 10,000 rather. But now there's a cutoff mark of 85%. Once you miss that cutoff mark, au revoir, arrivederci, whatever, kachifo, what is the Yoruba part? Everything boils down to see you next month. But so this is it for. These are the keke vans, people, for those that have kekes. Keke riders attached to them. Me, I don't. I don't have a van either. So this is it for KUJA Report and what it means for you. So this is it. Thank you so much for joining me in this experience so far. Enjoy.